let's do an afternoon cleanup so I can actually enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I cannot relax if my house is messy. And my husband actually went out golfing this morning, so we have plans to go do something fun with the kids this afternoon. But I do not want to go out and then come back to a super messy house. So we're doing a little post-lunch cleanup. Yes, I fed my kids frozen pizza and some veggies and macaroni salad. I also took some time right before lunch to make a grocery list. For me, I feel like weekends are about getting a reset and a recharge and also planning and prepping for the week to come. Now we usually do our grocery shopping on Sunday mornings. And I'm really curious, what day of the week do you guys go grocery shopping? Do you have a set day like I do, or do you just kind of go randomly? I have to say, years ago, we used to just kind of go randomly whenever we felt like we needed something, and then it resulted in multiple trips to the grocery store throughout the whole week. So now I just make a running list that I keep on the side of my fridge all the time, and then I just go every Sunday morning. Although I feel like there may be other benefits to going other days of the week. Like I know some people go Fridays and some people go Mondays, so they're really starting either the weekend or the beginning of the work week with really fresh food. I'm interested to hear what everybody says. Anyway, I'm so happy that I got this quick little pickup done. I feel like it makes such a difference to just keep up on things. And as you guys can see, my dog is here living the life, living rent-free, not having to clean anything in the house, but she's cute. So, I know several of you guys have asked to see my spring cleaning challenge a little bit more up close and personal, so let's go over it. Okay, so if you guys have been following along, you know that we already did all of the kitchen, but I started with the nastiest thing in my house, the garbage can. If you guys go back to day one, I have everything on here in a playlist that I've done so far. I worked from the top of the room to the bottom of the room, and I'm kind of doing that system in every room, so we're dusting the upper trim and fixtures, and then we moved on to the cabinets and knobs, then we did the walls and backsplash, so on, so forth in the kitchen. We got all the big major appliances done as well. We did the kitchen table and the kitchen chairs. And then lastly, we finished with the floors and baseboard. Everything on here was one day at a time. I'm really trying to make this so it's not super overwhelming. But right now we are actually in the living room. We already did the dusting for the upper trim and fixtures. We did the walls. We did the couch, blankets, all the soft surfaces. Yesterday we did all of the hard top surfaces. And then today we are going to do the carpets and floors. I actually didn't do the baseboards yesterday. We're gonna group that in with this today. After we are done in the living room, then we're gonna move on to the bathroom. I have 2 bathrooms in my house, but same thing, I'm doing top to bottom. So we're doing the walls, fixtures, and doors, and then the tub and shower, the toilet, the vanity, and then the floors. The bedrooms, I've got 3 bedrooms in my house, and same system, top to bottom. If your house is anything like mine, I also have a laundry room. I've got like an entryway. I did not put that on here. I'm going to add that on after I'm done with all of this. So again, I made this myself in Microsoft Word on my computer, and I just picked a pretty font that I liked, and I will say this works for me. It might not work for everybody. I also could be missing things that I need to spring clean that's not on this list. So as I'm going, I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. I haven't run into anything that I've missed yet, but if you guys see something on the list that I should have on here that I don't, definitely let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the challenge so far, and happy cleaning. It's day 10 of the spring cleaning challenge, and today we are tackling the kitchen baseboards and floors. Do you want to know what I think is the worst part about cleaning floor? I'll tell you, it's all the prep work you have to put in to actually prep the floors to get them ready to get clean. And that's if you want to do a really thorough job. I will be the first to admit I have different levels to cleaning my floors. You guys know there's all sorts of different technology today for cleaning floors. So if I'm feeling super lazy, I'll just run my robot vacuum. Or if I want to put in a little bit more effort, I will use my Bissell Crosswave. But sometimes that's hard because then you have to clean that out as well. My personal opinion is that there is nothing better than an old-fashioned broom and a mop and bucket to clean your floors, which is what I'm going to be using today. And as you already saw, I cleaned all of my baseboards with a microfiber cloth and then just some Clorox multi-purpose spray. And then I went and manually swept everything. And now I'm just using a Mr. Clean multi-purpose cleanser and some water to go through with my cedar mop and mop the floors. And no, this is not sponsored. These are just my favorite things for cleaning. Also, if you saw my last video, then you heard me say that today is the last day that we are cleaning the kitchen before we move on to another room. I feel like we are just breezing through the spring cleaning this year. I hope you guys are doing this challenge along with me, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11. It's day 9 of the spring cleaning challenge. Today we are tackling the kitchen table and chairs. I knew I really wanted to actually put this on this challenge because I'm really good for just clearing off the top of the table and cleaning that every day, but I could not tell you the last time I actually went through and cleaned all of the chairs and the legs of the table and just every little nook and cranny. So I'm starting with the chairs. I'm using my favorite vacuum to vacuum up all of the cushions, and then I'm going to go back in and use a wood cleaner to clean all the wooden pieces of the chair, which I actually have to tell you, I was pretty surprised when I did this because there's so many little pieces of the chair that I just don't normally look at, to be honest, and didn't realize there was little tiny pieces of like sauces and food that really just needed to be scrubbed off. I'm really curious in the comments if you guys could let me know if you just clean the top of the table like I do, or if you always go in and clean the chairs and the entire table every time you clean it as well. Also, I always get questions on where my table is from. This table is from Ashley Furniture, as well as the chairs. It was a set. I love it. We've had it for a few years now and it's held up great. And next up is day 10 of the challenge, which is going to be the last day for the kitchen before we move on to another room. I would love to know if you guys are following along and doing this challenge with me, and I'll see you for next up, day 10. Spring cleaning challenge, day 15. Today we are tackling the floors and baseboards in the living room. As you can see, my dog has a huge problem with the vacuum cleaner, but it's okay, she'll get over it soon. I learned this trick to vacuum your carpet in both directions. It helps get everything up and off. Next, we are going to vacuum up all of the baseboards in here. It's always amazing to me how much dog hair and dust just accumulates here so quickly. I also made sure to get behind my furniture as well, and the baseboard heaters too. Now that everything is vacuumed up, we're going to spot clean the carpet with my little green machine. I got this off of Amazon when it was on sale. Definitely recommend if you have carpets in your house, especially if you have kids and dogs, you need this. Next, we're moving on to mopping. I'm using my O-Cedar spin mop for this. I'm using the Murphy's oil cleaner, which might sound weird, but I love how it smells. Our living room is mostly hardwood, but we also have tile in front of our front door. I find that it works really good on both. This is the last day for spring cleaning in the living room. We are moving on to the bathrooms tomorrow. We definitely started this challenge with the hardest place, the kitchen, and I think it's just going to get easier day by day. I hope this gives you motivation to get your spring cleaning done, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 16.